As my sign says, oh, happy day. And I'm happy. Yep, happy. So I got my sign out. And I got it out because I bought these letters for this board, which I really wasn't into these boards and stuff. But somehow or another I bought it and bought these letters also and got the black letters. And there was some pink letters somewhere I saw, so when I see them again, I'm going to get them. But anyway, so I decided I'm going to work on my board today. And I'm going to do a video. And it's going to be calming. And it's going to be a woosah moment for us all. Because what I'm going to do is make a video that I would watch. Now, if this is not your thing, you may not want to watch it, but it's my thing. And it's some other people's things because I've watched other people's videos where they do this kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is do a video of me disconnecting these letters. Because I have watched videos, as silly as it seems, I have watched videos of people winding embroidery floss onto the onto the cards to organize them. And I tell you, I wish I could remember that lady's name, her YouTube video name. But she's a young lady, and she was just winding that cord, and I watched her, and it was so soothing. And not only did I watch one of her videos, I watched two. And I watched them while I was going to sleep at night. And it eased me off into sleep. She did a little talking like I'm doing. And she did a little unwinding. So like I said, I got these from Joann. It was $3.47 by the time I bought them. I don't know what the original price was. Let me see if I can find it. Like I said, it wasn't a matter that I was getting it for a haul. But I got them this time really for a haul because, but I said if I had seen some more, I would get them. They're 2 inches, and they actually are 2 inches because my digits 1 and 2 are each an inch, so it's a full 2 inches. And see, like, if you wonder, like, well, how did you learn that your digits on your finger, each section was an inch? Because I used to cut hair. And so most people's hair grows half an inch a month. So it said. And so if they said they wanted an inch off, I knew it was probably 2 months worth of growth. Or if they told me, I'll see, well, when was the last time you got a haircut? And when they told me when the last time they got a haircut, that's what I used to measure. Because, you're not going to necessarily put a ruler. Sometimes people may, and sometimes when they start out, they may put the measurements on a comb or something. But, yeah, so that's what I did. And I gave excellent haircuts. Everybody messed up a few. But, and I did mess up a few. Because I'm everybody. One of them I messed up really bad. And no one would help me. I was new in the business. No one would help me. And the lady, she was saying all right, but she didn't know how bad that haircut was. If I could But I tried to tell her, and I tried to get help. She was like, oh, it's okay. She was really, really nice. Really, really nice. Really nice lady. Really nice and was really pretty. And all of that stuff. Yeah. I used to enjoy cutting hair. I enjoy doing arts and crafts, and I had stopped for a while. And I said I wanted to do hauling videos, but I wouldn't take time to do it. And so now, well, not just hauling videos. It wasn't hauling because it wasn't what got my attention. But I was kind of thinking that pretty much everything I do, all the things, I hope, yeah, you can see me even though my shadow's back there. But everything that I kind of like to do for fun, people do on YouTube, because there's almost one for everything. And then sometimes I'm like, there are not enough videos for, you know, this particular art form, certain things. I'm like, I need to make something to add to the group. And some people may say, well, we didn't need another hauling video. You may not have, but some more people are going to add theirs. So I was like, you know what? I need to start doing it. And I can say, when I have my mind set on something to do, and I finally get around to doing it, even something as simple as this, it relaxes me. It really de-stresses me. I was sitting on a stool, but I'm going to get off of it and just stand. And it really decompresses me. And it just really makes me feel really good, because even though this is simple, I feel like I'm achieving something. Part of the madness of this, though, is that this wasn't something I already had and needed to organize. This was something I went and bought recently. And so I'm kind of still adding to the madness. I was looking at these and I was thinking maybe I should let you see. This was another set of letters I got from Joanne's. And I was just thinking I should let you know that this one, it was out of the container that said joyful. They had some that said adventure. I didn't get that one because it had black letters, and I already have black letters. And this one is where I got happy, smile, laugh, and moment. And so I just thought I'd get this to make Oh Happy Day. I got the lips and the eyelashes. They were from a set that I got at Hobby Lobby that was clearancing out. It was a super clearance. It was like 89 cents. And like I said, I wasn't really into this board. I was trying to get my children to do the boards and do little sayings, but it ended up out each month I'm the one who really does it. Oh, look how brilliant I am. I just dropped them down. I could have sectioned them a little bit, right? I tell you. Genius work going on here. That's what I always say when I'm at work messing something up. You know, something I'm supposed to know to do better. And, you know, we all have those moments, those blonde moments. And if I can say that way and not be stereotypical of a blonde, but at the same time, blondes have more fun. Now, I'm just saying, the majority of people aren't blonde, so I don't know who I would be offending, because most people, being that I'm a stylist, I know most people aren't natural blondes. They're pretend blondes. One lady told me she wasn't blonde until she got older, and her friends started calling her Clorox. So they said she was bleaching it, but she said, I'm not bleaching it. It's just turning blonde. I'm like, you're right. Turning gray and you're putting a little blonde on it. We all know she's Clorox. But I don't argue. I just say, okay, that's interesting. Oh, very interesting how that works. Yeah, well, I'm going to put them in a case, and I got to decide which case I'm going to put them in. I have plenty of containers, plenty of tins that I can put them in. Just got to find one that will hold each of them. Now, for the black letters that I got with this board, my baby's got a case of these toys called Num Nums. And I had put them in there because they had sections, and I would put a series of numbers and letters in them, but they would go right back in and, of course, disorganized. So I had to give up on that because you got to have grace for the children. And so I still kept them in there, though, for the most part. So they were organized to a certain extent. So I got some containers. It'll all work out. I don't know if I have anything with at least 26 sections. I'm sure I do, because I have toolboxes and all of that. All kinds of organizers. So I'll find something. This is soothing. So after I get these taken loose, which may take a while, because this is just 2 of the gold ones, and there are 5 of them. Ooh, ooh. So I'm going to get really de-stressed. I do have some things, other things I need to do, but my computer is not processing fast. And so it's slowing me down on some things that I need to go work on. Well, the things I have to do, it's not that they take a long time. They shouldn't take any more than not even 30 minutes to get everything done. But it's taking the computer so long to process and let me look at my screens. And I don't want to clear my cookies because my husband got a lot of passwords that he doesn't want to give up for when he pays bills and stuff. So he wants it to change, but he doesn't want to give it up. And as you probably know if you watch any of my other videos, I am using my Surface Duo. And there was a child at Chick-fil-A the other day that saw my phone, and he said he hadn't seen one of those, but that his mom has the full-size laptop. And he said she loves it, that it's like the phone where you can use the 2 different screens, which you can pretty much do all of that on everything now. So I'm going to check one. Well, my husband's saying he'll probably check one out, and he may get it for me. I've been going through a few little issues, and so he's trying to just do a few things to make me feel better, which that's sweet of him. He may get it, he may not. One of us will. I have been going through a few series of tests. They thought I was about to get diagnosed with a cancer diagnosis, but it turned out, thank you Jesus, that it's not, and that it's just normal breast density and a little calcifications. So thank the Lord, I am A-okay. And I'm happy. Happy that I got a good diagnosis, because they went a little further than before. I usually get a mammogram and ultrasound, and I think I got 3 mammograms. I didn't get the ultrasound, and I got a biopsy. And I had gotten a biopsy back when I was 15 in 10th grade. Yeah, that's about right. My birthday is in March 17th. So my birthday is, I'm a late birthdayer. So if you think like, oh, that's kind of old to be in 10th grade. No, that's about right. In fact, it happened. I had the surgery back when I was at that age. I had the surgery during spring break, used to be during my birthday. And I had my surgery while I was out for spring break that year. And so, yeah, they had to do the biopsy and stuff. And I found it because when a guy I was dating, his mother was dying of breast cancer. And she had had it before and had survived and for some time, some years, I don't know how long, because I didn't know him when it first occurred. By this time, she was, it had come and just ravished her, and so she did a write-up. They had done a write-up about her in the paper. And, when people do things or tell things, it can help somebody. So this may help somebody. So they did a write-up in the paper about her. And so I did a breast exam, a self-exam, just checking, and found a lump. And it was the scariest thing, especially being 15 years old. I just got my boobs good. And here this comes. And so one morning, I kind of got up and kind of real quietly eased in my mom's bedroom, and she was asleep because she worked late shift. And I was like, Mom, Daddy was going to work. I was like, Mom, I found a lump in my breast. And a mother and a mother's love, it's like she jumped clear up out of that bed, checked me out to see what was going on. And, I was so nervous. I probably sounded nervous right now because it is emotional. And because especially, you're seeing that this person's mom is dying. And I don't know if we were dating at the time, but then we were friends, but we ended up dating. But yeah, so, she confirmed it, and so she called a gynecologist, told him what was going on, and that we needed to come in, and they didn't want to, they were trying to just schedule me when it was convenient. She was like, no, you're going to take her now. And they didn't take me that day. It was a few days, but they went on and put me in quicker than what they were going to put me in to see me and check it out. So yeah, at that time, I don't remember getting a mammogram because, like I said, I was 15. They still don't like to give you mammograms when you're young. And, they don't want to give them if you're under 50. But I started getting them before 50. But I'm 50 now. I'm getting ready to turn 51 because today is the end of February. And so, my birthday month is tomorrow, so in a few hours. But anyway, so she, they got me scheduled, and they did the biopsy then where they actually just put a needle. Well, I'm sure they probably put a needle in you now, but they put something else because they had to dead me. But they put a needle in and, see if they draw fluids or not. Well, anyway, they found out it wasn't cancerous, but it was enough of a cyst the size of a quarter that it needed to be moved out so that it wouldn't continue to grow, because that's what they do. And so, so I had that surgery. And so this time, like I said, I had 3 mammograms and the biopsy. Well, just in case you don't know, they have to give you an anesthetic in that area. It's local. Even when I had the surgery, it was local. They didn't have to put me out. It was outpatient. And so they did a local anesthetic. I couldn't look because you have to have your arm up on the machine in a certain position for what they were trying to find, check me out. So I couldn't look down and see exactly what they did, but they poked you with something, and she said she removed pretty much most of the calcification, and then they put a little chip inside you, and they were trying to do a test to see, put it randomly, but I was like, no, my sister just recently got diagnosed and it's bypassed, past all of the stages of being diagnosed with cancer, and got a clear on her diagnosis. And so I don't have time to play or, let them do research. I need to know for sure. So yeah, the doctor, they normally say it takes 5 to 7 days. She called me within 3, which at the office they were saying it would probably be 3, and with being coronavirus pandemic in town now and around the world, maybe they didn't have as many people, so she could go on and get my test. So everything came back fine, and So yes, I'm good. I'm good. So yeah. I was talking about the computer and stuff, and that's what it's led that I might be getting a computer because he's trying to make me feel better. And I'm trying to make me feel better too. Because, even though I was believing that I didn't have it, it still puts you in a mood. And I was praying, and I was crying. I'm not going to tell you I wasn't. I was crying. And yeah, but I'm fine. Woohoo! I'm so fine. I'm up here twisting punctuation off of the plastic template. Sure am. And I'm almost finished twisting these anyway. I don't know. You probably said I could have done it faster. Maybe I could have. I don't even know. Alrighty. So now we're at the gold. Depending on if these start flaking a lot and the gold starts coming off, I might put a seal on these. Should I do it? I probably should do it before I take this off. I don't know if I'm going to use them that much. One mind tells me put a seal, like something, anything on them. And then in one mind I'm like, they're going to be in a case. You don't have to worry about it that much. I'm not going to be using all of them, so. I've got a certain amount of time that I'm going to do this. Enough to put us to sleep. So if you're watching this before you go to bed, hopefully this will be just enough action to put you to sleep. Because I'm a twisted. I'm a twisted. And I'm getting things done. Maybe somewhere in that diagnosis time frame, it kind of helped motivate me to get some stuff done. Well, it was a lot of stuff I wanted to get done with the pandemic and me working at home. But it's stressful. My work can be stressful. The people I work with can be stressful. Over little stuff. So I've been putting things off. So now I'm getting things done. Feeling so good. Oops, broke that one. So I'm going to go to the L's. It happens. My daughters and I all have M's for our middle names. So, yep, probably would need an M. There's nothing to cry over. And let's see, my brother's two daughters, both of their names begin with an M. Mom begins with an M. But there are 4 there, so we'll make it work. We'll make it work. This isn't bad. I'm getting up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. I'm at a table that's kind of high. Like, it's a sewing table. So if you seen the sewing tables that fold and, you know, got the, what they call them? I guess the leaves. Is that what they call them? I can't remember. You know, you have a table and then you can extend it and fold it under. I'll spread it out. So I got one of those. That's what I was sitting at on a stool. And so I'll get up, then I'll sit down, get up and sit down. So we're not going to see me do all of these, as you can see, because I am almost finished. But I'm going to say that I've been enjoying doing the videos. Pretty much everything that I do is kind of content for a video. So I said I need to start doing something. And if not for other people to see, I need to do them. So at some point, my daughters may need to see some of the things that I'm doing. Trying to figure out how to get this in off without it being a big problem. I'll work on those later. But they may, you know, at some point need some advice. It's something that I may give or talk about at some point. And they can look at these YouTube videos. I haven't really told them about me doing my own. They may know. But I'll tell them I do videos. They the one kind of got me started looking at YouTube and helping them set up a channel when they were little girls. They're Superstar Sisters 3 Words. If you ever want to check them out. And sometimes my husband and I make appearances. But for the most part, it's for them. And we have fun. And I have fun doing this. So I'm going to